know, I would be remiss if I didn't start this whole thing off by saying something that is in my heart. I believe every one of these dinners should be in honor of Maurice Hinchin. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't ask for both a better partner, a better mentor, a better friend, and a better advocate for the 183,000 people that I represent than our congressman. You know, when it comes to fighting, if you want to learn a lesson, he's exactly the guy that you want to learn from. Nobody fights harder for the people that he represents than Maurice Hinchin. And I am privileged because I get to work in a job that I love every single day. You know, people ask me all the time, how are you doing through the floods? Or how are you doing through the challenges? Or how are you doing through the economic challenges that are happening? And I always say the same thing. You have no idea just how wonderful a job it is to serve the people of Ulster County. They are special, and as I travel around this county, and I remind people day in and day out, it is the size of Rhode Island. Frank will tell you that. Frank travels that on a regular basis. But as we travel around, what I've come to realize is it's not about the geography, it's not about the size, it's not about the place, it's about the people. We have an incredible group of people that live in Ulster County, whether it be in Shandaken, where I have seen people do incredible things. People who have had their entire life washed away, be standing there trying to help their neighbor. It's a moving experience when you see it. To see people when their farms have been washed away, being more concerned about how they're going to make sure the people in their community eat. When you see that kind of commitment from one end, like I said, whether it's Shangam or Shandaken, whether it's Saugerties or Ellenville, there is nobody that can compare to the people of Ulster County, and nobody that can compare to the Democratic Party of Ulster County, because we give it its heart. You know, we have an opportunity right now, ladies and gentlemen, and that is to take back the county legislature. It's an enormous deal. I've done it both ways. I have done it in a scenario where we have a Republican-led legislature that I deal with now. And I have done it with a Democratic-led legislature, and I know which one I prefer. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of headaches right now. So what I would tell you is this: we have a unique opportunity. And that opportunity is to take back the legislature, and it will only happen if the people in this room embrace the idea that not only is it possible, it's absolutely essential. Ladies and gentlemen, we can take back the legislature. Plus, I'm sick and tired of calling Jeanette a minority leader. We have a race for district attorney coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity to take back everything. And that means bringing someone like John Sennett, someone who understands and appreciates the importance of the role of district attorney for the people of Ulster County. Ladies and gentlemen, John Sennett will be our next district attorney if we make it so. But it's more than that. We have judicial campaigns, and by the way, your brother is a very good county executive. If I tell him what you said, you're in a lot of trouble.
What state?
For those of you who don't know, again, Mike Breslin the judge's brother, is not only been a great friend, but since we are at, there's a slight age difference in the two of us, and he is retiring now, I will tell you he has also been a wonderful mentor. Really, again, for those of you who don't know, he's a great guy to get to know. And now I'm going to take a moment and speak about Max Feinstone. I'm going to try to do this without being emotional. What I want you all to know, if you didn't know him, you missed out on something. And if you did know him, you're never going to forget him. Ladies and gentlemen, like a pebble in a pond, he has influenced so many people in this room. I got an opportunity to talk to his daughter tonight. And we talked about both the pain of the loss, but the understanding of just how incredibly amazing he was as a human being. Ladies and gentlemen, all of us should give an enormous round of applause for Max Feinstone. Now, yes, I have a wonderful luxury, and that is the luxury of being able to speak with people in the highest levels of office around New York State and the federal government. You'll be glad to know you elected great people. What I mean by that is the governor is severely committed to each and every one of you and making sure that New York State becomes what it was always, and that is the Empire State. He is extremely committed to that. And it's hard choices, and it's difficult times, but let me tell you, the governor is absolutely committed to that, but he is not alone. When you talk to people like Senator Charles Schumer, Senator Gillibrand, and the amazing array of Democrats that represent us here in New York State, what you will find out very quickly is that we have people who are committed to results and committed to people. So that's a very special thing that we have going for us in this state. You know, I've talked before about the importance of really being able to properly fund candidates. Today is a wonderful example. Everyone being here will help us fund a Democratic victory in November. And since we have worked so hard, and I can't say thank you enough for all the people who have worked so hard on our campaign. So what we really want to do is make sure that we magnify this process. So I'm going to commit $10,000 on top of everything that's going on tonight to be able to make sure Democrats win in November. Now, I appreciate the fact that everyone has come here today. I am incredibly humbled by being honored because, like I said, I feel like I should honor you. I get to do what I love every day. But it's more than that. I never forget who carried the petitions, who goes out door to door, who is committed to making a difference in their community when nobody's watching, by the way. There's no television cameras, there's no radio, there's no any of that. It's literally just a passion to make things better. So what I would ask is that you give your all of you a round of applause because you are the ones that actually make all this possible. Ladies and gentlemen. And now, though I am sure I have forgotten something, I will not forget this. We have an incredible friend here in Ulster County in the New York State Comptroller's Office. What we have is someone who is not only a shining example of what hard work and commitment and excellence is really all about. We also have someone who is neck and neck, by the way. So anybody who is in a political campaign right now, I want to let you know something. There was a statewide race, and all the pollsters said he was going to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't know Tom DiNapoli. Now, I'm not sure the reason he won was because he was the youngest elected official in the history of the world. Second only, I think, maybe to Dan Torres. Dan, or maybe it's the other way around. But what I will tell you is this. Nobody worked harder. Nobody was more committed. Nobody said, I don't think so. The people of New York deserve better than Tom DiNapoli. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have an incredible comptroller committed to making sure that every single dime of hardworking taxpayer money is spent well. But on top of that, since he is a Democrat, what he understands is this. If government is efficient and every dime is spent well, then there is actually money to go to people in need. It gives me the absolute greatest pleasure and wonderful honor to introduce the Comptroller of the State of New York, my friend, Tom DiNapoli.